This is a 1.2 litre fully functional tank with a sump filter, a high-powered LED, real plants, real shrimp are living in this. That might not be a real Jack Daniels bottle, but it is awesome, needless to say. These are imported by dalua.com.au. They are custom built in Portland by PNW Customs. The guy makes them, assembles them, and they're imported all around the world. They are super expensive in Australia, but don't worry about that. We're going to show you what's in the box and how we've set this up. And welcome back to another video. This is a weird video. I actually got given a tank. Yeah, I don't get given anything. I shouldn't probably be wearing this t-shirt. I should be wearing a Dalua t-shirt because we got this tiny little tank from Dalua. How cool is that? Now, it is small, it is awesome. I've seen them online. I have not seen one in real life. I haven't even opened this yet. They are stupid expensive. I'm sorry, but they are. Like, that is a $350 tank, something like that. But it has a sump, it has a high-powered light. It is like 1 litre, so I don't even know how small it is compared to the box. But it's awesome, it's fun. I'm gonna open it up. Hopefully it's as fun and as awesome as I think it is. Let's get started and see what's in the box. This is actually the first tank I have ever got given for a video. Pretty much any product for that matter, so we're kind of excited. It is freshwater, as I said, 40 ounces, which is like, what, 1.2 litres. I know. Let's see if I can destroy it by gouging it with scissors. Thank you very much, Dalua, for giving me a fun toy to play with. Look, you can tell I'm excited because I'm even moving the bloody camera around. Ah, what is in here? Oh, it is smaller than I thought. Look at that. Well, that's some sort of thing. That's the box. Don't need the box. Oh, straight to the tank. Let's just go straight to the tank. It is bubble wrapped. It'd be sad if it was broken, wouldn't it? Would that just be like my sad video? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's very cute. Dalua? Ooh-ah. I think they've got like a 200 litre per hour pump, which is going to be crazy fast in something like this. That's some foam. How's the light even? Oh look, there we go. I think you can unscrew that. You can get rid of the light. This is the first time I've seen this, truly, apart from just random photos on the internet. I don't even think I've seen any videos of these yet. There's high-powered LED. That's wonderful. It's a little tank. Lots of plastic. I think the whole tank is made of acrylic, so it's not glass. So hopefully we won't scratch the crap out of it. But if we do, we do. Now, that is the lid, so obviously Perspex. It's got the little protective film on it. Did have the protective film. Doesn't have the protective film anymore. That is the tank. Now, how's the whole thing come apart? Looks like, oh, there's a lid on top of the sump as well. This little bit of tape is holding the lid on. Oh, I think the sump just slides out. If we can slide it out without breaking it. Oh, maybe we can't, because those are the overflow bits. Okay, the tank lifts up. Wow, that is little. There is the overflow there. That is the in, so the water goes. They are so small, they're like straws. Oh, no, I'm not going to fill this with air. There is the sump. Maybe we can get some tiny little filter socks for the sump. That is the little connection bit for the pump. There is the pump. USB, so it looks like USB pump. I'm guessing the light is USB. Yep, in, out. So, yep, just a basic little USB. Maybe the light. Maybe the filter plugs into the light. I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm sure I will tell you that in this video. Let's check out the little tiny pump. Oh, I can't even read that. It is... No, can't read that. Can you read that? No, no one can read that. It's a little tiny pump. That will connect in like that, and that is going to connect to that, and that is your sump pump. That's pretty huge. The sump is nice and simple, to the point. So the water's going to go through there. It's going to go overflow into this. I wonder if there is a little tiny sock or something, and then it goes through there, back in. So this little box here, white LED, black shell, ooh-ah. What have we got? Kimi Pure Green Nanos. So that's your filtration. That's a little plug. I'm guessing that's the plug for the lights. Oh, there we go. You get a little USB plug. Wow, you get 2 little cotton buds. I'm guessing for cleaning the little pipes and stuff. Oh, and you get a sticker. P&W Custom. There we go. So that is the company that makes these tanks in America. That is very cute. So it doesn't come with a filter sock. We're going to now plug the light in and see how bright the light is. That sounds like fun. It is the moment of truth. I have the light plugged in. We're going to turn it on. There's an on switch. I'm guessing yep, you just push it and it works. It's a decent amount of light. Well, it should be a decent amount of light. There's a lot of LEDs in that, and this is a tiny, tiny little tank. And another thing I'm not entirely sure about, this is USB as well, so this is our sump pump. If we quickly plug it in there, whether it'll turn, oh, it does, it's turning on, quick. Okay, don't run these out of water, but you can really quickly, and that turned on. So that means that I don't have to have this plugged into the actual power point as well. I can just run the cord through the back into the light. I guess that's why there's 2 things on the light. That is our little tiny mini tank. Oh my goodness, that's for the silliness, which is a micro tank with sump. Wow. Okay, what we're going to do now is fill it with water and see how silly this pump is. I'm sure this is going to be way overpowered for it. And it started. Okay, I'm going to take the lid off for this. Our water level is going up. Oh, what happens if it doesn't go through the overflow? Is it just going to like flood the whole counter? That's a lot of water. Oh, now we've got bubbles coming out. Where are the bubbles coming from? Maybe there's bubbles in the pump. There's no venturi on the pump. Oh, I know what's happening. Maybe the little connection is not tight enough and we're getting a little bit of air coming through it. No, less bubbles, more bubbles. There's still bubbles. It's not overflowing, so that is a good thing. So it seems to be going through our tiny little straws. Oh, you can actually see around the side. There you go. There is our overflow. Oh, this is just ridiculous, isn't it? It is the next day. Okay, I've discovered a few things with the tank. With the sump pump, there is a high-low switch on it, so turning it completely down is awesome flow. Who would have thought? This is the sump. I have actually put media in it, so I've got like a ceramic media there. I've got a little sponge on top. I did want to make a little tiny filter sock, but look, cutting a little bit of sponge is a lot easier. I've got a little bit of sponge in there. I'm leaving the rest of it just empty. I am kind of toying with the idea of putting CO2 on it and having the CO2 here and it going through the pump into the actual main tank. Again, it's getting a little bit ridiculous. I have sand, which the grade of that sand looks kind of like a gravel. Oh, with this as well, and I also didn't realize it, it has 4 different light settings. So you push that little button and it will go brighter and then off. So you got 4 settings for the light. So we'll play with that in a little bit. I did make some cool little rock sculptures. Look at that. I know, I've been gluing stuff while I've been serving customers. But we have mini little rock sculptures, so all going well. These are going to look super cool with the light on. So I've probably made too many of them, but we're going to position them kind of where we reckon they're going to look the coolest. Look at that, I even drilled a little hole in that to have our cool little bit of mini driftwood. Oh, my fingers are too big for this. Maybe I'll put that one over there. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I won't even put that one in there. But that is giving us a rough idea of what it's going to look like. I'm going to assemble the sump, I'm going to put the light on it, and we're going to go from there. How ridiculously cute is that? If you're wondering exactly how big this is a Coke can. So like a Coke can would fill up the whole tank. Actually, it would just fit in the tank, I think. Yeah, it is tiny, but it's starting to look a little bit cool. Next thing I'm going to do is fill it up with established water, scape with some micro anubias and really, really tiny plants and attach them onto my rockwork. Oh look, we have water. We have like a litre of water. Wow, it is working. That is on the lowest setting. You can just see the water flow of the bubbles coming out at the moment because there's still bubbles in the sump. It's working. It's working fine. There's our overflow there. It is going into the media. It is trickling along the bottom and back in. We're just going to let this tank chill for a day or two, check the water, and then we're going to add a few different little plants in there. What am I even doing? Okay, so this is the next day. We have got a whole lot of Anubias in it. It's still a little bit murky because I've been playing around with it and stirring around all day. Let's move our can of Coke so you can actually see how small these tanks are. Look at that. That is our sump going. We have our media in there. So we've got our ceramic media, we have our sponge and our biomedia. We have the pump on the lowest setting possible, and we have a nice flow in our tank. So I've gone with micro Anubias. Yeah, it is, that's how small this Anubias is. This is my hand, this blue thing. It is minute. I think it looks bigger than it actually is, doesn't it? We have some little fake snail shells attached. We have our tiny little rock sculptures that we've done. I've even got a little bit of substrate glued around the Anubias. Yeah, that is where we are. So we're going to let it settle for a few days, and then we're going to find some little baby shrimp, and they're going to be our one main thing that's going to live in this tank. How ridiculous is that? It is so cool. I know. If it wasn't for the stupid price, and I kind of realized that they've put the price what they have to stop people buying them and gifting them to people and then putting a goldfish or something silly in there. But how cool does that look? I kind of like that. It looks so much bigger than it is. Look, here's my hand. Okay, that's how big it is. I don't think it does it justice on the camera. There's the sump. Wonderful stuff. We're going to jump to the shrimp now. And it is about a week later. We have neocaridina shrimp in this tank, about 7 little baby shrimp. Now that it's been set up for a little while, it is actually a little bit better quality than I thought it was. Not that I had anything to sort of compare it to. So these tanks were actually designed to be a mini practical reef tank. We've got, I think, 7 little mini neocaridina shrimp, as you can see on the screen. They're actually hiding. I can't even see them right now. I think there's one over the back, but they are in there. We did lose one through the overflow of the sump. He is actually okay. So he went through the sump, round the filter media, and ended up with the ChemiPure that comes with it. But even the condensation is kept to a minimum because of how good these little Perspex lids on the sump and the top fit it. It's kind of cool. I really enjoy it. It is a shame about the price, but that's because it's custom made, it's imported. I mean, I'm sure you could get cheap, crappy Chinese ones, but probably don't do that. They are just not as well made as something like this. But if you do want one of these, dalua.com.au are importing them. As I said, they're around about $350 or so. I think they were $3.99 when I checked. If you do want me to get some in for you, I can do custom orders and get them in. I think they come in white or black like this one. But yeah, it is actually a lot better quality and build than I thought it would be. Really enjoying it. And the shrimp at that size are not an overkill for it. I know a lot of people say it's just not practical to keep anything alive in there, but it's all water quality. But if you did enjoy this video, click the thumbs up so I know. There'll be links in the description so you can see dalua.com.au, and I will try and hunt down PNW Customs' actual channel on YouTube as well, so you can click the link and check out all his videos. We will see you in the next one.